Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me today as we walk through a quick introduction to live streaming on Twitch. To begin, we are going to need 3 different accounts and programs. Firstly, you're going to want to download and install OBS, but we will cover that more a bit later on. Secondly, you will want to create an account on twitch.tv in your web browser. And lastly, you'll want to either link your Twitch account or create a new account with Streamlabs. I personally recommend linking your Twitch account to Streamlabs for the easiest process, but like with OBS, we're going to cover that more a little later on. So firstly, we're going to install OBS. So to do that, you want to go in your browser, type in OBS, click the first thing that shows up, obsproject.com, click Windows or whatever platform you're on to download, and then wait in the bottom until your download's done. When it's done, click on it, wait for it to open, and then you'll install it from there. Now, since I already have this installed, I unfortunately can't show you the process, but it's very easy. Just fill out the blanks as they come along, choose the drop downs. It's very straightforward. When you install OBS, you can log in with your Twitch account. I would recommend this as it will cut out the step of authenticating with the Twitch key, but I'll show you the process anyway. In the OBS settings, it'll ask you for a stream key like you see right here. This key can be found in your Twitch account settings, which can then be copied and pasted into that OBS field. Be careful with this key though, it is a personal identifier and should be treated like a password. Once you've linked your Twitch with your OBS, you'll be given 2 separate screens, one being stream information, which you can update with whatever current game you're playing. You can choose the category, which makes them searchable through Twitch. So right here I was playing Doom, but I can swap it out to Rocket League in this case. And then choose tags too, which can make them searchable through the website. Once I've done all that, I can click update information and it'll update on twitch.tv. The other screen we have here is our stream chat, and from here any chat that shows up on your Twitch stream will show up here, and you can also interact with your followers and viewers through that. Next we'll be going over the UI of OBS. First in the bottom right we have controls, which controls, well, the entire program. First we have start streaming, which lets you stream, start recording, which lets you record personal videos, studio mode, which lets you have some more fine-tuned settings, settings which controls the settings of the application, and then exit. Next you have scene transitions, which we'll cover later, audio mixer, which controls the audio both from your microphone as well as applications on your computer. You can mute and unmute at will by clicking this button, but we'll go into that more detail later. Over here you have sources. These are most important things with OBS. You can right click to add or delete any option. And then here you have a huge variety of sources you can add. We'll add a few of those later. And then lastly, we have scenes. You can right click to add a scene, and scenes will let you transition between 2 different types of sources. Now let us go back to audio properties. From here you can choose and manage your audio sources, which in this case will be the desktop audio and microphone audio. You can click the gear icon to change the properties of these audio devices to match both the microphone input and sound output that you want to use. In my case, I'll be using my headset microphone as well as my general computer audio. Next, we will move on to sources. Sources can be added by right-clicking and choosing Add. From here you have many options, but for now we're going to choose Game Capture. Once selected, we are given the option to rename the capture in case you want to add multiple of the same source. Press OK and change the mode to capture a specific window. You can then use the window drop-down to choose any open application to stream. All other settings should be preset during the OBS installation. Now on to Streamlabs. You're going to open a browser and go to the Streamlabs website and make an account if you haven't done so already. After doing so, head to your dashboard and then click on the Alert Box tab on the side. From here you're going to go to Global Event Types, which has the list of all the different alert boxes. But in this case, for this example, we are going to be using the Twitch follow one. So just click on that, and from here you have all the options for the in-stream animations and the actual alert in general. These can be customized for each individual type of alert. And you can even do things like change the background, which you can see right here. Even the font size, the way it jiggles, type of GIF, all sorts of things, even the sound. There you want to click Save Settings, even send a test. Awesome, once you're done that, you're going to want to copy this URL at the top over here, and this will be put into OBS. To add the alert box to OBS, we want to right click on our sources, go to add, then we're going to choose browser source. From here, you can once again change the name if you want, or leave it the same and click OK. And from here, we want to change the URL. So we're going to highlight this and then delete it, then paste in that URL we had from the Streamlabs website. From here, you can adjust the size of the box, but we can do that after by dragging everything around, so I'd say leave that for now. After that, you're going to click OK. And then here is our alert box. So we can drag it around to wherever we want. We can even resize it to fit whatever size we want. In my personal preference, I like putting it right in the middle to highlight the notification. And then there's a test done on Streamlabs just to try it out to make sure everything works. Next, we'll add our webcam. What we're going to do is right-click Sources again. Go to Add. Then we want to choose Video Capture Device. From here, you can change the name if you want to, or leave it the same. After that, we'll press OK. And thankfully, my computer has already pre-selected my existing webcam, but you can use the drop-down if you want to change it. You can also mess around with the settings too, but they should be fine as is. From there, you can resize the window of the webcam and place it anywhere on the screen that you want. This will reflect in the stream itself. I like to put it in the top left corner, but that's just personal preference at that point. Now let's briefly talk about scenes. By right-clicking the bottom left scene box, we can add more scenes to swap between. We can change the name of each scene if needed, or just leave it as default. As you can see, when I am in a new scene, all my sources have reset. This will allow you to quickly swap between different presets of sources to change up your live stream on the go. On the right, you can use scene transitions, like fade or a sharp cut, to swap between your different scenes and change the effects of each swap. So as you see, as I click between the two, I have my presets in scene 1 and nothing in scene 2. If you ever need to edit one of your sources, just right-click on it and choose any of the given options. This is great if you ever need to change the hardware being used. Right now though, we'll be focusing on our game capture, as you'll be changing this the most often. By right-clicking and selecting properties, we'll be able to select the application being captured for the live stream. This will have to be changed every time you start a new game or stream. In our properties menu, we will select the window drop-down and then click on the application we want captured. I've opened Rocket League as an example, and by choosing this as my targeted window, OBS begins to capture it. Now you're finally ready to stream. Do one final glance over all your information to make sure it's correct and that your stream titles and tags are all set up properly. It is also good practice to make sure that your sources are set up correctly and in the right order, your audio is working properly, and you have your windows sized the way that is most appealing to you. To begin the stream, just click the Start Streaming button, and you are live. Here I'm now opening my Twitch channel to confirm that my stream is fully functioning. Now let's take one final look at an actual portion of my setup live stream. So it's just showing that by following these steps, you can get full audio and you're fully ready to stream. Just by clicking the stream button and having all your sources set up, you're fully functioning and ready to go. And that's it. Thankfully, OBS makes live streaming super simple to use, and with a little bit of practice, you can become a natural. Remember that these three programs work extremely well with each other, and even more so when OBS and Streamlabs are signed in with your Twitch account. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope this helped.